Hello, I'm Sora, and I'm someone that loves to raid in MMOs. I've raided tons in FF14, so I have a bit of experience when it comes to challenging content in MMOs. Even though not a hardcore raider, I do enjoy a fun challenge, or any sort of hard content for that matter, be it in MMOs or in any games. So when I saw Fellowship, I was immediately interested. So after seeing the game be on discount, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a shot and see how I like it. So this will be my first impressions of playing the game. Well, kinda. I have watched some gameplay of the game before, and it's what got me into it in the first place. But honestly, it was mostly me having it in the background while I did something else. So even though I know more or less what to expect, I don't know how everything specifically works, especially later dungeons. So yeah, I wanted to document my experience of the game. Not really a review or anything, just something I felt like doing for fun, because I wanted to play this game for a while and record my first dungeons. If you enjoy FF14 or MMO content in general, leave a like and subscribe, and I recommend checking my channel out. I do challenge runs and currently doing a I Rated In series where I'm trying to play as many MMOs as possible with viewers. If you want to join on that, Discord in the description. But for now, enjoy the video. Okay, so here I am. Just bought it and I'm very excited to get into it. I'm also a little bit nervous because I know what kind of content this game is gonna have, but holy crap am I excited because this game is absolutely up my alley. So let us just get into it. Okay, so here we are. I muted the music of the game because I know by default that this game is pretty quiet, all things considered. So, you know, this way it gives me the freedom to just play music that I want to play in the video, just like the one that you're listening right now. Looking respectfully. Playing the game, like, actually the visuals are so nice. Giving me very World of Warcraft vibes, but maybe it's because it's just like a cartoony look, and you know, World of Warcraft really nails that aesthetic, and the game is so big and so well known. It's like it's hard for me to not like think of World of Warcraft whenever I see like an RPG with this aesthetic. That doesn't need to be an MMO, which this isn't, by the way. This really isn't an MMO, but all right, our first encounter. Just auto attack him. Yay! Easy game. Just got our first skill. And I can just spam it. Yeah, okay, like this is like... Okay. You do want to spam your skills whenever you can. If it's available for you to use it, it's best to use it. Alright, so... here we have big attack with a big cooldown. Well, big, quote unquote. Oh. Oh, I see. Oh, it has multiple charges too. Very interesting. Okay, I've noticed that the game is a little bit stuttery, so I might need to fix the settings. I'm gonna be playing healer. Oh no, never mind. She's gonna help me out. Okay, we have a little guy being attacked. Gotta save them. I see. There's no feedback on that though. It's just like see a debuff on the HP bar of the enemy that they are aggro, but you don't see any like visual thing that's like, oh yeah, that enemy got affected by your aggro, your taunt. Okay, fun. Oh, I see. Okay. Again, I don't like that the interrupt and the taunt are just so lacking like a visual indication. You'll only know that the other person has taunted or interrupted by either the skill got interrupted, or that you look at the debuff or you look at the enemy's HP and you'll see the taunt debuff on the enemy. That's like the only way you can really tell if the other person used their skill, which is very like lackluster. I'm sure like in the middle of combat you won't really see who is doing what, which, you know, I don't like that I don't know how people have like their fingers to just like, ow. To do like shift and then one of the numbers. Like, I don't know, maybe I just have small hands or something, but it is so inconvenient for me. Okay, well, we have skills. So I feel like I kind of want to... Oh my god, look at how big these numbers are already. Okay, probably don't want to do that, right? Okay. So is the tutorial just us playing tank? I mean, it's kind of straightforward, right? It's kind of straightforward. All right, well, that's the tutorial. So who do I want to play? I'm gonna be playing a DPS. I'm gonna be playing a caster, of course, because I love me mages. So I think I'm gonna go as her, just because she's an ice mage and I like ice magic. I was thinking about going him, that he's all... I remember that he's like something like... He's all about dots, applying dots and maintaining dots, right? It's like he's a dot job, but you know, she's an ice mage. That enough said. Let us try. Let us give it a shot, shall we? Let us get into the game. Ooh, look at that. I am playing on like the NA servers for sure. Oh my god, this like things are loading in for sure. God damn. The stutters are kind of crazy. But yeah, I'm playing on the NA servers at the moment, and because I have a really messed up sleep schedule, I'm usually awake during the night. This will help me for sure, but knowing that I'm playing a DPS, I'm sure that I'll just struggle to get a key regardless. But I'm gonna see what the tutorial has left for me, but you guys won't see any of that because who wants to see that? Okay, after messing around with my HUD and doing like going around this entire place for the tutorial, showing me around like all the things, I'm ready for a queue. So, I don't know, wish me luck, I suppose. It's probably gonna take a solid minute, probably, so we'll see. Oh, never mind. It's not gonna take me a solid minute. It's gonna be instant. Who would have guessed that? I wouldn't. Okay, so, I don't have a mount. Like, I don't have a mount. It looks like these people are pretty experienced. This is like my first dungeon. I'm being left behind. Dude, I only unlock a mount after beating my first dungeon. What the hell? I thought I was gonna be matched with people that are like maybe doing this for the first time as well. Oh my god. Okay. I mean, okay, just spam things and hope for the best. I know that, I know my AoE spells already, so you know. Wait, my... Okay, I use an interrupt there. Things are looking pretty spooky, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I'm just being pushed away. Okay. Oh my god, okay. That was... Like, I guess I'll just follow. I have a little bit, like, a small dash. So, one thing that, like... I do not like how every HP bar is, like, on top of each other. It's very hard to, like, read things. For sure. Okay. Maybe like focusing on the main boss while I do like some AoE spelling. My AoE spells. Oh, I got stunned. Okay, I mean, so far so good, I suppose. Not too bad. I wish I had a mount. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little bit silly if the game is like, oh yeah, you will unlock your first mount after you beat your first dungeon. But then I get queued up with people that have the... Oh my god. Oh my god, that is insane. Actually insane. Well, I interrupted someone. I'm not quite sure who, but I did. Do not know if it was a good interrupt, but... Wait. Okay. Oh, we have many, like... AoE's going off right now. Okay. Probably want to stay in here, but I'm not sure. I don't know if that's like the AoE. Oh my god. The healing AoE from our healer, but I did actually manage to interrupt that in time. Nice. Oh, that was it. I've done it. That was the first dungeon. And I got currency? It looks like it, yeah. And that's it. Well, that was a lot. That was a lot happening at the same time. And it was very hard to keep up. I wish the HP bars of the enemies were not like on top of each other like that, because that was so confusing. Like I had to actively look, like stop looking at the ground. I had to stop looking around me. I had to stop looking at my hotbar. I had to stop looking at everything. I had to look at the HP bars of the enemies, see who was casting anything, and then had to manually click them so I could interrupt it. I wish there was an easier way for us to do that, but I don't know. Maybe there is. Maybe there is. I do not know. Oh, what is this? We're here to unlock account wide. Okay, so I can just like do this. There you go. I have a mount. I have a new skill. Wrath of Winter. Invoke the spirits of the frozen tundra for 20 seconds. Oh, it's like a self buff. It's like a self buff. Okay. Sounds pretty cool. I like to try that. So can we do... Oh, here it is. Oh, it's my ultimate. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, now I have my mount. Oh, I need to go to the stables so I can actually equip that. Give me a second then. I now have a horse. I'm gonna call him Steve. Steve the Huns. Look at him. Majestic. He's ready for war. Right, Steve? Yes, that's the spirit. Let's queue for another one, shall we? Okay, let's see how this one goes. Okay, now I can summon Steve. I can be like, I can just follow along, you know? Can keep up with everybody. I still find it very weird that you're not given a mount immediately, while everybody else that you queue up with has a mount. It's very silly. Oh. Oh, that is a big, like, cone array. I didn't even realize. Okay. That spooked me a little bit, but not too bad, I'd say. I do know that this is not like how you really just aggro all of the enemies in this game. You have the tank just run in front of like everybody with a mount, and that is like the best way to really do it. Even the tab targeting is rough as well. It's rough. Okay, but you know, so far things are going well. Don't have much to complain. Other than that, the way that the information is given to you is not right. Like, it's very overwhelming. Very overwhelming. Okay. You know, I would assume that if something happens, right, people would let me know if I'm doing something wrong. Is that too hopeful? Is that too optimistic that people would let me know that I'm doing something wrong? Well, maybe they would, but who knows? Maybe they would not be very nice about it, but, you know, I'm already expecting that type of behavior, right? In a game like this that is super competitive. Okay. So I used my ult just now. Nice. Oh my god, these are so fast actually. But I guess that's for like, you know, introductory dungeons. While you're learning, you have like these nice and easy dungeons to go for. It looked like the damage though that was happening was pretty meaty. I'm not gonna lie. That looked kind of spooky. I wonder how it plays out as a healer. Oh, okay. Now where is that? Oh, it's a menu. Never mind. Okay. Oh, this sounds interesting, but I don't know. I don't know enough of the game for me to make a educated decision like this. I'll go with that for now. Sure. Okay, so I'm queuing in. The talent that I got is that the bursting ice, like the bomb that I applied to one of the enemies, will just increase my damage by 20% every time it's on. So it's kind of something that I want to maintain, which is kind of fun. So that's gonna be interesting to manage. Oh, there's enough. Okay, cool. Oh my god, everything is dying. Okay, cool. Oh, what is this? Increase damage but have reduced movement speed? Really? Oh my god, that is silly. That is such a silly little mechanic. I do like it though. I am greedy. I saw that money. I was like, okay, dude, I need to grab that. Do not know what that does, but I need to grab. Oh boy. Okay, I interrupted someone. The interrupt is on like a 20-second cooldown. That's something that I need to keep in mind. And you can miss it, by the way. You can fail it. You can absolutely fail it. So you can actually trigger the cooldown earlier than intended. Which is, well, rough if you just misclick it. If you fat finger your interrupt, well, GG's, I suppose. I don't like this area. I don't like spiders. I don't like spiders at all. And this place is full of them. Hello? Okay. Oh, and we have like ground AoEs and everything. Oh crap. I don't have my ult yet, but okay. I need to move out of here, I think that's what I need to do. I'm okay? Question mark? I cannot move. Alright. Okay, cool. Nice. We killed all of the enemies, which is like what keeps us from, you know, progressing to the boss, is that we need to pretty much clean the map. Well, not clean the map exactly, but we need to kill as many enemies as possible. Nice. So far, I'm still learning my entire rotation, what I should and shouldn't do, and when I should do things. But so far, things are pretty fine, pretty nice, pretty chill. I'm still learning the game, and things are not super overwhelming. The whole interrupting thing is kind of, you know, tricky for sure, but you know, it's not too bad. Maybe I'll just get better at it the more I play, but you know, we'll have to wait and see for that. All right, third dungeon. Let's see how this one goes. But yeah, as I said, I did watch Kaitsuchanji play this before, so I'm not completely like entirely blind to the game, but the way that I was watching is like I kind of had it in the background while I was doing something else. For example, while I was like farming tombstones in FF14, for example. So it's not like I really understood what was going on, or I understood every mechanic that was happening in the game, right? So pretty much I consider, because like I'm playing this more or less like semi-blind, and I'm loving it so far. So far, so good. Oh, wait. I dismounted? I didn't mean to do that. Whoops. My bad. I do think that tanking in this game is probably very stressful, mainly for the routing that you need to do, like decide which mob you're gonna grab and which you're not gonna grab. You know what I mean? I feel like that's a pretty big-ish, like pretty stressful thing. Oh my god, I got stunned. Okay, I'm just gonna use my defensive real quick. But I'm getting the gist of my like rotation, which is good. That's good. Oh, big boy. Big boy time. Okay, this is like party stacks, I'm assuming. Kind of look like that at the very least. We have mechanics going on. Oh my god. Okay. That was good. That was fun, actually. That was a pretty fun fight. All right. Okay, from the looks of it, I have multiple tutorials that I need to like get through. So give me a second and I'll be seeing you on the next thing that I do. So the game has like, you know, given me the same tutorial that we had before. So I had to go and complete it again, but there was nothing new. But I learned about the contender. There's quick play, challenge, and eternal, which is like probably it is like the end game, the hardest of the hardest content that can be in this game. But if I want to get there, I have to go through contender. So let us try. There's a lot of DPS, so I think this will actually be a pretty long queue. So I'll see you in the dungeon. All right, so okay, so you have to actually choose like a dungeon or like whatever. I like, it's like a kind of majority vote of what type of dungeon you go to. I have no idea what is the best and what isn't. I'm just going with whatever everybody wants to do, right? I don't know. I have no clue, but I'm here to enjoy the ride, and hopefully, I won't suck too much, but time to find out. By the way, don't worry about my 3 skills that I have copied on my hotbar. I did an oopsie and I do not know how to remove it, so don't worry about it, it's fine. I do have a 2-minute burst type deal now, which is cool. So I can like spam, oh my god. Okay, we're doing it. The tank is almost dead though. Not bad. You know what? Not bad. That was pretty fun. You know, that is something that I like. You know, I know that this game is very much inspired by WoW. Like its whole like dungeoning and the way that the enemies work and the skills and everything feel very WoW, if that makes sense. And I'll say this, I did play quite a little bit of WoW, not a whole lot. But I did play WoW, and I'll say that WoW has, so far, it's one of the MMOs that has the most fun dungeons and mobs to like play around with. Because as much as I like FF14, I really dislike the dungeoning experience of the game because the mobs are really not that interesting most of the time. They're just kind of there and they're kind of attacking the. Oh no! Damn. Okay, we try again. We respawn, right? Let's go. But as I was saying, like in FF14, the mobs are like, they're just kind of there. They're just kind of auto-attacking the tank, and that's the only thing that they do. They don't do anything else than auto-attacking. Maybe you'll get lucky that there will be a mob that'll do like an AoE aimed at you or something like a raid wide. Oh, dude, you'd be very lucky to have a mob that will do anything like a raid wide. But in WoW, there's so much happening at all times, and it's just so fun because even as a DPS, you actually need to worry about things. You need to respect these mobs, and it's very, very, you know, just engaging. Makes dungeoning actually very engaging. And in FF14, that's kind of the one thing that feels like it's missing, in my opinion. But you know, that's just my opinion. That's how how I view the dungeons of 14. Again, the whole information and feedback, if I'm doing something, if I'm targeting, like it's, look at all these HP bars, dude. Look at all of these HP bars. It's crazy how many there is. And I don't even know who I'm targeting most of the time. It's rough. It really is rough. Going with small pulls is always nice. Just in case like we have a healer that is learning, because you guys certainly have a DPS that is actively learning, so my DPS rotation won't be the best and I won't be killing things very fast, so you know, frees up some of the stress that I would get otherwise as well. Okay, if I use my mitigation, like my 40% defensive, will that actually damage my would that actually lower the damage of dots? I don't know. That'd be really cool if it did, though. Are we waiting for like a debuff to go off? Oh, I see. Actually, I don't see anything. There's like a regen going on right now on the top right corner. I do not know if the tank was holding for that, but I'm unsure. I'm very happy that one of my talents was like, oh yeah, your basic attack, you know, your #1 skill, now deals a little bit of AoE damage. You know what? I like that. I respect that. Thank you, game. Thank you for giving me some AoE. It reminds me of how Warlock kind of works. I think when I was playing WoW, I was playing like Destructive Warlock or Warlock of Destruction or whatever. I don't remember. And I really liked how my main source of damage, or my main attack, you know, my failure attack, was a who like eventually became into like a AoE attack, which was good for, you know, AoE pulse. And I like that. Oh, that's moving. Okay, that is moving. Just move slightly, just a little bit. Is this I think this is just damage over time, pretty much like a raid wide. That is just a damage over time. I might be like over capping a little bit on my anima, I think it's called, like my blue orbs. So I'm trying to not do that, you know? Trying to not do that. Thankfully, I have this dash, which is fucking awesome. Oh crap. Nice! We did it. Did we time it? I don't know. I got a chest piece. Got upgrades. That's good. I just realized I'm still in the party with the same people. I did not realize, but it looks like we're going in again into the Empyrean Sands, or Empyrean Sands. And by the way, I mentioned that I mentioned it briefly, but you're actually intended to time a dungeon. What does timing mean? Is that pretty much you want to beat a dungeon as fast as possible to give you more rewards. And sometimes not only will it give you more rewards, but it will actually unlock you progression stuff. So you really want to be as fast as possible all the time for more loot and more rewards in general. I didn't see any timer there, so it's hard to really know if we timed it or not. But I maybe like we did. You know, let's say that we did, right? Oh, big AoE. Big cone AoE. Very subtle. Well, not the most subtle things, but it's still not super obvious either. I know that those campfires are like checkpoints, so if you die, you're gonna respawn there instead of at the start of the dungeon. That's why you want to do that, I think. Maybe making this slightly bigger would actually not be that bad of an idea. So I can like more easily glance and be like, oh yeah, okay, I have 3 orbs, I can use one of my attacks, you know? Okay, not bad. That was fun. Now that I'm like warmed up and I'm getting the gist of the game, or of like playing DPS at the very least, this is really fun. I'm really enjoying myself. So far, the bosses have been like very fast to kill, so it's hard to really have much of an opinion on it. I know that they get really interesting. You know, I know that they are very, very interesting, but I do not know when they'll become interesting. Oh. Line of sight was broken there. Didn't even realize. Using my ult here. Do not know if this is like a good way to use it, but you know. I thought that was a pretty big pull, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna use it. Why not? Not have it there just be wasted, because I don't even remember that the last 2 dungeons, I don't think I even used it, so. Oh. I pulled by accident. Like some sort of auto attack that, like, activated it. Oh, big donut AoE. I'm like conditioned whenever I see like an AoE like that, I'm like, okay, is there gonna be like a donut AoE right after, or what, you know? Do we need to like destroy these? I have a feeling that we do. Nice! I still do not know if we timed it. I don't see any timer, so it's hard to really tell. But, new stuff. By the way, the tutorial is absolutely broken, as you can see. It's like, every time I get back, the tutorial is back to being, you know, oh, you gotta do this. I'm not sure why, but yeah, it is something that is a bug for sure. Same party, and off we go. I already lost count on how many dungeons, but yeah, I'll do this one for sure. And then after this one, I think I'll start playing a little bit by myself, and then I'll give you my thoughts on it, I think. On my early like experience of the game. Just follow the tank. Good thing I'm no tank, because I would not like the responsibility of a tank. 100%. Oh, big. Oh. Oh my god, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. Pressing all the wrong buttons. Nice. This lady really does like scratch that itch of just like being a pure ice mage. I do like it. The ice magic is very fun. Dude, the amount of enemies is insane. There's like a fucking Dynasty moment. Dynasty Warriors moment. Oh, what happened? Oh, crap. Oh. Oh, we all died. Okay. Oh my god, I'm tanking this like crazy. Okay. Too big of a pull, I'm assuming. Oh, look, now we see a timer. On the top right. We have 8 minutes and 20 seconds to time this dungeon. We already have like half of the kill count. Alright, that's it. I do kind of want to try healing eventually. I do not know when I'll try healing, but I kind of want to try it. Oh my god. Holy crap. Maybe that is a little bit too big of a pull, I think. Might be best for a smaller pull, could be. I'm not sure. Okay, let's do that. I sadly no longer have my 2-minute cooldown skill. You know, I think I've been on top of my interrupts decently well, I'd like to believe. They haven't been too bad, but who knows, I don't. I'm learning, that's what I'm doing. Oh, we're pulling the boss and dealing with this? Oh dear, okay. Okay, use my ultimate. This is spicy. I know what to do in this boss. That like the boss will like go out of the arena and then try to seduce us, and we need to like anchor into this post to survive. Yeah, and then yeah, do that exactly. Very cool mechanic. Oh, did I cancel my thing? Let me just be inside of this like green area. I'm assuming that is like good for me, you know, good for my health and stuff. Should probably just stay in there. I keep getting silenced by that. And there we go. Oh, do you need to break line of sight? Oh, that could be it actually. Oh, we did it. We did time it. Cool. Nice. All right, I'll do a few more and then I'll let you guys know. So I beat the Contender League, aka the beginner difficulty, by timing Cithra's Fall, the thing you're watching in the background right now, which I mentioned earlier that timing these dungeons is the main way to actually progress through the game and get good loot. If I'm not wrong, in every difficulty league, aka Contender, Adept, and so on, they all have their own major dungeons that needs to be timed before moving on to the next difficulty, and I wouldn't be surprised if all major dungeons have 3 bosses like Cithra's Fall. So while you watch me go through the bosses, I want to talk about some more general stuff about the game. After spending 12 hours in the game, I can tell that its weakest part is the UI, and especially the enemy's HP, as you need to look at all of the HP bars and get ready to stun or interrupt their casts, which the said HPs can be hidden behind other HP bars if the tank decides to pull a lot of enemies. So keeping track what enemies are in the pull and when they're casting their skills can be quite frustrating. But other than that, the combat feels very wow, for sure. Figuring is simple, and it has a system in case you are unlucky with your loot that allows you to upgrade your current gear or buy gear so you're never too undergeared for any part of the game. Although the bosses in most dungeons have plenty of mechanics that aren't super complicated, but they are tricky enough to put you on your toes and needing you to respect them because they do deal quite a lot of damage. And there's no easy way to res other players unless you have a resurrection relic. So that's in a boss fight is very punishing, so everybody requires to pay attention and not get too distracted. One thing that I do enjoy is that DPS are not only meant to deal most of the damage of the party, but are also responsible for mitigating and supporting the team. For example, with either supportive relics that can reduce incoming damage for the whole party, or character-specific skills like my character has a skill that makes all my damage be converted into healing for the whole party, which is really fun, making the gameplay loop of playing DPS interesting, and not only you're the one that deals the most damage and that's it. Final thing about the game that I thought I should mention, the community for the game. In my first 12 hours, I didn't find any toxic people. Actually, most of them were pretty quiet and didn't talk much, but they were willing to explain mechanics whenever I or someone else didn't know how the boss worked, which is already something that some games could really benefit from. If you wipe, you can instantly restart and try again, which is great, and people are willing to restart the fight multiple times. I must emphasize that the little time I spent in the game, those were the groups I got, which I could have just gotten lucky, but you know, it wasn't a bad experience so far, which surprises me knowing that this game is a more hardcore experience and people would be a lot more impatient, so this was a pleasant surprise. I wonder for how long this will last. I'll be playing this game a lot more for sure, as I had a fantastic time, and if I end up getting to the hardest difficulty, I might make a follow-up video with my experience of that. But for now, I want to thank all of these wonderful people: Vardis, Zirin, Resolute Visit, Ultrox, Mikey, and Mochi Fried Off. Your support allows me to continue creating these lengthy videos and exploring multiple games like this, so your support means the world to me. But for now, I'll be seeing you on the next video.